I'm late for class. Oh, God. Not again. Hey, Professor Quentin.
What's up?
Sorry about that.
Just a little late. Every day. For the past 7 years. Alright, I'm glad you all made it though, especially Landon. Today we're talking about something super awesome. That's the Northern Native Americans before and after colonialism. Big difference, big change, a lot of stuff happening between the time. Alright, this is an especially important topic simply because it's American history, which is, surprise, surprise, the place we live in. It's your history, it's my history, it's just a part of life. Also the fact that I'm Native myself, my grandfather, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, all Native. Let's get right into it, right? The biggest change was money, all right? Money was something that wasn't around, the idea wasn't commercialized or profitized on. You grew plants, you gave it to the people of your tribe, your chiefdom, and you went on with your life, and everyone had a part, everyone put a piece in, and it was all good. No big deal. Once the colonialism came in, they actually brought the idea of currency with them. First thing they did was found trinkets on their ships that they brought along, gave them to the native people, like, here's some beads, give us some land. And you know, we know there's no backing behind the bead, there's no silver or gold behind it. It's just a piece of jewelry that some people wear. Now, they didn't know that, of course. They found that it was just a beauty trade, just cool looking. Just something that they just started adding into their everyday lives, was handing in stuff to get other stuff. Now, we're going to walk into unification here. Probably one of the biggest features that happened and changed across the time span for the Native people. Beforehand, before the colonialism, nations were not unified. You had your one chiefdom, you had the Cherokee, They were by themselves. They didn't have Blackfoot, they didn't have Wichita, they didn't have all these other tribes meshed in. It was just them by themselves. Then as soon as the colonium came in with their colonies, came in with their European continent itself, all the different countries, nations, they had this huge backing behind it. That idea was pushed onto the Native people by force. They had to put up with raids and all that stuff, so they actually unified the 5 civilized tribes into the first actual Native American Union. It was just simple. It was a big jump from chieftain all the way to nation on the societal type list. A huge gap. They skipped straight over states. It was a massive change, and they had some repercussions too. Now, adverse possession. The idea of you have land and I want that land. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that land. Force, lying, cheating, burning, stealing, raping, whatever. What happened was, before the colonialists came over, chieftains and tribes, they did take each other's land by war and by force, but it was enacted. People, each tribe knew what was lost and what was gained. And really, honestly, things didn't much change. They stayed in their territory, except for very rarely raiding points or just peace treaties, peace stuff like that. Not a lot changed. Your tribe was there, kind of like today's day. Our Kentucky has been the Kentucky 400 years ago. Nothing's really changed. Now, once the colonies came over, started taking the land, changing everything up, forcing, as we know, the Trail of Tears, moving thousands of natives completely off of huge tracts of land into little bitty dense populations like Oklahoma and stuff like that, over Western America. Losing their traditional lands, losing their idea of free land anyway, is a huge drastic change. This is very important that we know this, all of us, because it is such our history. It is very important to us, as well as the fact that how they are money-wise, how they are unification-wise, how close they were, how they are with where their land is. We think these reservations were theirs. They weren't theirs. That was something they didn't want, something we didn't want either, but we put them there anyway. These things are big steps in both our history, your guys' history, and a huge step. Could be backwards, could be forwards. That's for future historians to really find out for themselves. I'm glad you guys all came today. Hope you take this with you because it's going to be on a test. Thank you guys. And get out of here.